banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
From the gun, it's Pringle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Here's a gift to Lyle.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it way down the field. To the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Huskies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are a DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have it.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach when you got guys that look like that. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, the speed, the change of direction. So obviously they get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
Throwing, Williams. Got a man. It's Washington. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff. Washington goes left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll give it to Washington. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Making the adjustment on the play. 4th down, Williams. He's going to take off. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Here's Williams to throw. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Man, this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Williams. Stepping to the right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. RPO complete.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. You could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Got him on the RPO. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They'll move the wide receiver. Mensah. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Just smothered on the play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? He's changing the play. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Here we go. Return.
Throwing, Williams. Left side is Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll give it to Washington. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on fourth. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Canes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Williams. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it.
That keeps the score. Miami 14, Washington 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 180. Check. 1, 2, 4, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 4.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Williams to throw. The quick out. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Williams looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Washington. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, he'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Washington stops the clock and uses its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll give it to Washington. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Mensah. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 23 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Nittany Lions, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, check it. 1832, soldier. 1832, soldier. Freeze.
Quarterback changing the play. Williams. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll send the back in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Washington again. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Throwing, Williams. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second and long here. Williams will pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll try the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Under pressure. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, here's Washington. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Williams. It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Stopped right there. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Back's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Williams from the gun on third down. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The fake and wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Comes down, it's Jacobs. Turning it on. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. With this game all but wrapped up, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country getting late in the season, and a loss like this one is doubtless going to hurt your position. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And they'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sells to fake. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Here's Williams to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he avoids the sack.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The play fake. Rush is on, and they got it.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Offense in an empty set. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Washington right back to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. The offense in hurry-up mode.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Making the adjustment.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Go.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Rock, rock, rock. Freeze, freeze. Q, Q. Go, go.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. This offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They've got him corralled.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Williams. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Williams will pass. Working that left side now. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Carr. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Breaks through, it's Carr. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Quick give. It's Pringle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 2nd down coming up. They give it to him again. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. So here comes the... They put on the heat, and they blocked it. And they got it.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards, you've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
Williams. Quick completion on the out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Williams looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Washington. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. Left side is Coleman Williams. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Williams to the air again. Got the quick pass. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Miami 40, Washington 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams, look out. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Throwing, Williams. Out wide left, it's Miller.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh downs going up top. Right side, it's Carr. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Washington wants to go quickly. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Going to throw it deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.